We've got a ton to talk about today. Xcloud, Game Pass, Gears of War, and the next Xbox. Let's go. First up, Gears of War 5. The most anticipated AAA game from Microsoft in quite some time is looking to be absolutely epic. And thanks to what is believed to be an internal Microsoft document about Gears of War 5 itself, we now have some more information to talk about. Not only that, but we got a lead voice actor from the game confirming a release date. We got all that and more. Let's get into it. Now, I wanted to give my take on this because Gears of War 5 is looking absolutely ridiculous. It looks stunning. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this game, and anybody trying to put it down, you're probably a moron. Everything that I'm hearing so far about this game sounds absolutely fantastic. We got all that information here. So this leak tries to set up the world. There's a description of what's going on in the game, and it reads as followed. The world is crumbling. Humanity's reliance on technology has become their downfall, and enemies are unifying to wipe out all survivors. As Kate, you must journey across the biggest, most beautiful Gears world to uncover the origins of the Locust and fight with your squad to protect what's left. Now, there is so much more to this, but just to kind of stop and assess what we just read, it already sounds really good. We know the map could be up to 20 times bigger than any previous Gears map, according to a leak from Clobriel himself. We know that you can travel from one point to another using things like this land sled. I cannot wait to see a semi-open world or full-on open world Gears game with some heavy narrative undertones. This is already exciting to me, but there's more. This next section kind of hammers home the last. Explore Sarah, swim across glaciers, sail over deserts, and descend into sunken ruins. This is going to be the most diverse Gears world ever. Once more, they hammer it home. You are going to have different locations in this title, desert, snow, and more. You're going to be able to actually explore and go about these areas on your own. All of these things sound great so far. This next section does, of course, confirm co-op. It's common sense. Gears of War is going to have co-op. Never fight alone, according to the Coalition. Split screen or online co-op is there. Expect probably two-player co-op. Once more, it continues to get even better. Visual showcase, something we all plan on seeing. Play every mode in 4K Ultra HD resolution with stunning HDR. Now, it says you're doing all of this at a smooth 60 frames per second. This is the important part. Now, don't go around saying this is going to be 4K 60 in the campaign, because I seriously doubt it. I feel like they're going to use some kind of reprojection or some kind of scaling, but none of that matters. It's going to look better than Gears of War 4 in every single way, and if you play Gears of War 4 on Xbox One X, you already know that it is already one of the best looking games around. That 60 frames mode in Gears 4 is absolutely fantastic, and Gears 5 is going to be even better. So not only are you looking at a dramatic boost in visual fidelity based off of the gameplay that we've already seen, but you are looking at an increase in frame rate along with a 60 FPS target across the board. Now, it does say play every mode in 4K Ultra HD HDR 60 FPS. I'm guessing that's gameplay modes. So campaign, horde, multiplayer, etc. Gears of War 4 did have a relatively locked 60 FPS mode for horde, which is unexpected. That's absolutely great to see them leverage the hardware this way. Now, on top of all of these things, we've gotten leaks in the past where they talk about customization, where they talk about horde escape, where they talk about the map being 20 times bigger than any previous Gears map. They disclose quite a bit. They also go into detail on some of the state-of-the-art mocap. They're actually mocapping more than ever. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Gears of War 5. You're looking at one of the best looking games of all time. You're looking at a game with a much higher budget than the previous game, built by a studio that now has more employees with now what is a longer development cycle. Everything is looking better, not to mention the fact that the Coalition have now learned Unreal Engine 4. They didn't have to spend a large chunk of time building assets. They've got all of these things going. So I'm really looking forward to Gears of War 5. It does come out this year at what is, according to the voice actor of Marcus Phoenix, September 4th. Here's the video.
E3 coming up in a few weeks, and Gears 5 is gonna be hopefully presented.
Gears 5 is coming out on my birthday, September 4th, and Disenchantment will be coming out on September 20th.
Now, to many of you, I'm sure John sounded very familiar. Yes, that is the voice of Futurama's Bender, as well as many countless other animated character voices. This guy is a veteran. He is also the voice, as noted before, Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Now, curiously enough, he does confirm a September 4th release date, his birthday in fact, but there's a problem with this. That is a Wednesday. Usually, major game releases happen on either a Tuesday or Friday. Monday, Thursday, the midnight before. Wednesday does not seem likely, so is it that he is citing the Ultimate Edition release? Could it be that with the Ultimate Edition you are getting the game a couple days early? Remember, I've also talked about Microsoft bringing early release dates to their Game Pass members as well. So if you have Game Pass, maybe you get the game a day or two early. Ultimate Edition owners may receive the game a couple days earlier than that, with the standard purchase giving you the stock release date. Next up, Project Xcloud, Microsoft's streaming service, is looking to be an absolute juggernaut, and we have so much more information thanks to Microsoft themselves. It's looking really good. Right now, they are confirming that they have Xcloud-ready servers in over 13 different regions across the world already. Translation, they have installed these Xbox One S-powered Xcloud blades for their servers in at least 13 different data centers that reside in 13 different territories as of today. They are also confirming that you have access to pretty much every single generation of Xbox titles, so OG, 360, and X1 titles all available. And this is of course due to these server racks containing native Xbox One hardware. There is no work on the developer side here. This ensures ultimate compatibility. These servers run exactly like real Xboxes because they are real Xboxes. Therefore, you have access to everything a real Xbox has access to. And this means all of these great features, all of these good numbers we're hearing are fairly automatically obtained. I said this before, I think this is the smartest route they could have possibly taken, and it's already paying off. As of right now, Project Xcloud already has access to over 3,500 titles, and once more, this is due to the fact that you are running native Xbox hardware in the server rack, in these server blades. If it was coded for Xbox One, it will work. Azure does the streaming, developers do no additional work. It is 100% up to the publisher, up to the developer if their game is streamable. Microsoft does the rest. And any developer who turns streaming down, who says, no, I don't want my title to be streamable, I would imagine that they are not that intelligent. Honestly, I can't think of a single negative. If you had to buy a game to stream it, you are literally unlocking yourselves from the install base of the Xbox One and enabling your sale to anyone with a 4G connection that's a billion devices or hundreds of millions at the very least. In North America alone, I see no negative to this. If somebody wants to buy your game and stream it, why not? It's not like they can just do it for free after all. So you're only opening yourself up to more purchases this way. Now, if you guys remember, I had already covered this months ago, talking about how this is going to be how it's going to be before any of it's confirmed, and I said that Stadia would have to be developed for custom. That held true, and of course, this is what separates Xcloud from something like Stadia. Stadia does have to be developed for. Project Xcloud, any game that is developed for Xbox will just work. It just needs approval from the people who made the game. Microsoft once again ensures developers here that if you update the game, for instance, it will automatically be updated for Project Xcloud. Make one version, it will scale across everything automatically with no extra work. 3,500 titles. For reference, PlayStation Now has around 700. Interestingly, they also announced around 2,000 games currently in development for the Xbox One platform. And lastly, they did confirm a new XDK for developers that want to maximize streaming potential. Things like servers for those streaming customers to reduce latency, automatic font size adjustments for smaller mobile devices, and so much more. Bottom line, Microsoft have approached this in an extremely intelligent way. They are developing smart tools like this XDK to help developers out more than ever, and they have ensured that all of your games will work automatically with no work on behalf of the developer. This is a win-win-win, and it unlocks a massive install base for developers to sell their products to. You go from 40, 50 million Xbox Ones, check that streaming box and enable it for hundreds and hundreds of millions of 4G enabled customers. You can sell so much more software. And this is why I will not understand if any publisher or or developer denies the ability to stream, it will make no sense at all to me. Maybe there is a negative, but as of right now, if you had to buy the game to stream it, why hold that back from a customer? You're still getting that sale. If they have an Xbox, that game could also be installable natively, but if they own it, they should be able to stream it where it's streamable, play it natively where it is playable natively. Good stuff. Let's move forward. We've got new Xbox games and Xbox Game Pass, and you know what? Depending on who you are, you may very well love this lineup of additions to the service. Now, we just recently gotten Wolfenstein 2, as well as several other great games. I mean, Game Pass, it continues to blow my mind at what a great deal this service is. But now there are even more. And this was actually more of a surprise drop as well. They randomly announced this on Twitter. Now, they did announce Metal Gear Survive, followed by Banner Saga, Void Bastards, Dead by Daylight, Outer Wilds, not to be confused with Outer Worlds, Full Metal Furballs, and of course, Super Hot. Now, personally, there's not much in this batch that I would actually even bother downloading because, of course, I own a lot of this. But if you don't, if you got kids, there's a ton of stuff here for you guys to enjoy. Metal Gear Solid Survive is probably a big one that a lot of you didn't pick up, that maybe you'll try it now. Let me know down below if this is a compelling lineup. If it's not, better luck in the next couple of weeks. They're always dropping some good stuff every single month. Let's move on. Now, this is interesting, and I want a lot of feedback from you guys down below because I don't know what to make of this. Now, this article comes to us from segmentnext.com regarding Ninja Theory and the next generation Xbox Anaconda. Yes, that's the high-end Xbox that will likely be around 12 teraflops. We know these boxes are going to feature ray tracing, but according to segmentnext.com, and I will link this down below, Ninja Theory is ready for Xbox Anaconda ray tracing, and they've posted about this somewhere. Problem is, I cannot find the original source for this article. So I will link their website down below, and I want you guys on Twitter to tweet at these guys, find them, and ask them where their source is. Their article simply says the development studio Ninja Theory has stated that they are ready for Xbox Anaconda ray tracing, the updated version of time-honored graphics that will hopefully make video games look better when the Xbox Anaconda actually releases. They continue on by saying hopefully other game studios will follow suit, blah 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 blah. Now, I've explained what ray tracing is 1,000 times on this channel, and I feel that it's inevitable, that it's only natural for Microsoft, those responsible for DX12 DirectX ray tracing itself, to throw its hat in the ring here with some kind of ray tracing technology. As a matter of fact, I think Forza Motorsport 8 and Minecraft, yes Minecraft, will be some of the first ray tracing games on the next Xbox. I feel like they are taking the time to reinvest in this technology. The results can be stunning. But regarding the next Xbox, we know it's going to be capable. What I really want to do is bring it back to this article because I think it's important to check websites like this. Are they crap gamering us? Are they just telling us something and not really linking us a real source? Are they not really checking their source's source? Are they just full of crap? Are they liars? How many years have they been spreading misinformation like this? All of these things are important. So once more, if you can find them on Twitter, if you can reach out to them on their website, ask them where they got this source. I can't find it. I've looked for it. I'm not saying it's not real or it's not out there, but I'm having a hard time finding it. The only reason I'm talking about it is because I think it's a very high likelihood nonetheless that the next Ninja Theory Hellblade team game will support some kind of advanced technology like ray tracing. Maybe it won't, maybe it will, but I feel like the next Xbox is all in on the technology. We will find out what studios jump on this. So let me know what you think about Gears of War 5. This game looks stunning. It's going to have more features than ever, customization, open world, co-op. It's going to be a visual showcase. It's going to be the first massive blockbuster we've had since Gears of War 4, at least from a first-party studio. Game Pass lineup, are you happy? Are you disappointed? What do you think will come in the future? And of course, Ninja Theory, ray tracing. What do you think about this article? Do you think it's happening? I figured instead of doing one 5 to 10 minute video on each one of these subjects, I would just smash them into one video for you guys that's kind of a timely manner and put that out there. It's kind of the things that have been going on in the realm of Xbox over the past week. I do try to guarantee at least 2 new videos a week outside of the podcast, and of course, you know, hey, we get those out usually Monday or Thursday. It depends on what's happening. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. I'm not really the type to put out 4 videos a day, 75% of which I'm lying in or don't have a source for. I actually like to have things to talk about, you know, actually have a purpose for the video, whereas there are certain turds in this community that only gouge their subscribers, lie to them 3 times a day for money, whereas you got people like me and others in this community that really would like accurate information and, you know, furthermore, furthermore, just not to be lied to 3 or 4 times a day when a video drops. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's unacceptable. You don't have to support people like that. It's actually why I quit some trash podcasts in the past. I don't respect it. I don't want to be a part of it. But hey, let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for what you do. Hit that like button. Maybe share this with a buddy or two if you get a second, of course. Subscribe if you're new. Check those links down below. They are always important. I'm Dealer. I'm out.